Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 7 of Let's Play Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. We are in Kuldahar, just about to check out the smithy. Let's go ahead and do it. Nothing really to see in his shop, but there is a box back here that says free goods on it.
I see.
And it does not appear to be able to be opened for us. 2 more tries. Alright. Garrus, go talk to...
Not a problem.
Conlon.
Welcome, stranger. What can I do for you? Greetings, my name is Garrus Goodsmasher. You must be Conlon, the local blacksmith. I am Conlon. If you're needing a sharp blade or stout mace, I'm the man to see. Best take advantage while I'm still here. While you're still here, are you going somewhere? I suppose so. With all the skullduggery that's been going on around here, I imagine I'll not be around much longer. I see. So you're planning to leaving town. Ha! I wish that were possible. The southern pass has long been snowed in by this damnable weather we've been having lately. Now I hear that even the northern route to the 10 towns has been blocked by an avalanche. Mark my words, none of us will last through this winter. We're all done for. I have no intention of dying here. Why is it you are so ready to line your own grave? Huh, not much for me to live for, really. My Mary passed a few years ago from the fever, and now my son's gone missing, snatched out of his bed in the middle of the night, right out from under my nose. He was just a boy. I'm sorry, Conlon. Any idea who or what took him? If I knew that, do you think I'd be standing around here pounding at metal? He just vanished, I tell you. Gone without a trace. Even old Arundel couldn't find a trail, and he's got a nose for such things. I imagine whatever took him will come back for me next. Can't say it'll be unwelcome. I've spoken with Arundel. He believes the source of the disturbances may lie within the Veil of Shadows. The Veil of Shadows, eh? That doesn't surprise me. That place reeks of evil. Most folks in town avoid it like the plague. Those that wander off in that direction are never heard from again. May I see what you have for sale? Why do we have such little gold? Can't identify that stuff. Ooh, a bastard sword. Shortbow +1. Oh, all sort of high-priced items. Oh my gosh. And we don't have anything? Well, at least we can sell the shortbows. And perhaps the Yeti pelts. $244. What happened to our gold? I don't remember. Oh, we had more gold. Who can use the bastard sword? Lanza? What do you currently have? Larzal, you have a bastard sword. Okay. Longbow. Two-handed axe. Does 1d10. It is an unwieldy weapon, but a skilled warrior can strike blows of tremendous strength with it. More throwing axes. A composite longbow.
So I can't use them. Yeah. Alright, well, we need more darts. 80, 80, 80. Probably gonna need some more arrows. What about bullets? How's she looking for bullets? Buy another stack. Stack or two or whatever. And throwing daggers. Do you know what this potion is? Mummy's tea. Give that to our healer. Get these arrows to her. I suppose we can put the scribbled note on the floor. The caravan contract. Wait, do we still need the caravan contract? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Alrighty. Nothing in the gem bags. Let's see. I guess that's about it. I could buy more throwing hammers, but who could use them? Even you could use them. Nobody down here can, but Lars all can. Oh, Garrus can't, though. Well, he's got a crossbow anyway, so that's fine.
Ready.
Alrighty. Pleasure meeting you, buddy.
Not a problem.
Let's continue. Let's hit the tavern, I guess. Get a drink. Not a bad way to spend a night in Kuldahar. Larzal wins the foot race. Alright.
Easy as common pie.
Lyson. Welcome, traveler. May I be of service to you?
I would like to ask you some questions.
I will help if I can. What would you like to know?
Who are you?
I'm Lysan, the bard maid. If I may be of service to you, you need but ask.
What do you do here, Lysan?
As I said, I'm a barmaid. I help take care of the customers. I serve food and drinks, chat with folks, and listen to what they have to say. You learn a lot if you take the time to listen.
Have you heard any rumors you can share with me?
Well, I hear tales. Folks have been talking about the recent avalanche, the haunted vale, missing folks, monsters, and Arendelle.
What are they saying about the avalanche?
I hear it was a bad one. The pass out of the valley's been blocked and won't be open again until who knows when. Some folks are trapped here and none too happy about it. Not much that can be done, though. Just wait for spring and see if it clears enough for travel.
You mentioned a haunted vale. Can you tell me about it?
Most folks call it the Vale of Shadows. It's always dark there, like twilight or a moonlit night. Anyway, there are those who say spirits of the dead wander the vale. Folks don't go there anymore. They're afraid to. Maybe someone should do something about that.
Who was this Arendelle you mentioned?
Arendelle, he's the local sage or hermit. I don't know rightly what to call him. Folks have a lot of respect for him, though. Anyway, I guess he's taken an interest in a lot of goings-on around here of late. He's been seen out and about more than is usual for him. That's all I know.
Did you say something about missing people earlier?
Aye, folks have been vanishing without a trace. I recall something about a man's wife gone missing. He packed up and left home and to go find her. Another is the smithy's young son. You might want to talk to him if you have an interest.
Believe you said monsters were of a concern. Are they a problem here?
A sore subject, that one is. Seems they're on the rise lately. More monsters are spotted in the surrounding countryside every day. Orcs, goblins, you know the like. Has people worried.
Let me ask you something else. Can you tell me about this tavern?
Why, this is the best tavern in all of Kuldahar. The food is good, the ale isn't watered down, and the service is friendly.
Thank you. Whitcomb. Well met. Well now, seems the past coughed up one more straggler. Welcome to the root cellar, stranger. Name's Whitcomb. What's your pleasure? A drink? Something from the kitchen? Your barmaid, Lyson, is quite pleasant and talkative. Oh, do you fancy her? She's easy on the eyes, she is, but a little too much of a winter's chill in her to my liking, friend. Can't say I haven't tried to thaw her out a little, but she could keep an ogre at bay with those eyes of hers. She came here a few months ago and she works hard, so I'm not complaining. But I see your bill of fare.
We can make ale from the tree sap of the great oak of Kuldahar. It's warm like cider and filling. The aftertaste is like smelling a coniferous tree that's been cut. It's hard to brew though and takes a while.
Let's have a Luskin Stout. And you have a Frost Wine. And you have a Cormyrean Brandy. You'll have a Kuldahar Tree Sap. You'll have a knee cracker cider, and you'll have a Luskin Stout. No rumors. We're spending a lot of time drinking here. No rumors. Weird. Nobody wants to talk about the events.
Oh, Amelia. Keep your damn horses stable. I'll get to you in a moment. Eh? What's this? Some sort of majory?
Excuse me?
Ha! I'm just surprised to see a new face in Kuldahar is all. Thought I'd never see another customer. The pass is buried in snow as it is. You must be looking for something fierce to brave the winter's chill like that.
Part of an expedition from East Haven looking for troubles in Kuldahar.
Oh, that's so? Well, we should all be blessed then. Our bone-carving neighbors trudging through the drifts to make sure we're all right. What's East Haven worried about us for?
We heard of strange events in the region. Goblins, orcs, and other humanoids seem to be gathering in East Haven and Kuldahar. Do you have any idea why?
No, I don't. I mean, we've had our share of raiders before, but this year's been worse than any other I can recall.
How so?
Well, I've heard tell of raiders, goblins and the like, never seen in the past before. Folks, travelers have gone missing and no one knows where. Lots of strange goings on. Got a lot of folks worried. You might want to speak to Arundel. If his beard's any sign, he's got a lot of knowing to his years. You can find him at the base of the great tree. He's the two-storied house to the south and west.
I see. Is there any place I could get a meal?
If it's a meal you're after, tell that filthy goated wine spider squatting behind the bar to stop drinking the stock and fire up the oven. But you'd best shout. He's too deep in his cups to hear if you talk civilized like.
Where I could find a room for the night.
Well, you're in and out of luck. We don't have any rooms, but that pug-nosed knee-high at the evening shade, Aldwin, has some rooms for let if you're interested. Better hope you have enough coin, though. I doubt a pile of gold would be enough for that copper-clenching mole.
I take it you don't like halflings.
It's nothing to do with him being half a man. If so, then most of Kuldahar would be guilty. It's his manner. That ill-mannered excuse for a gunny sack came into ownership of that inn recently, and it's a queer thing how he did it, too.
How so?
Well, the previous innkeeper, Iden, is one of the folks who've gone missing of late. Thing is, he's one of the only ones that seems to know he was going missing, because he left a claim on who to pass the inn on to in case he needed to be put to sleep with a shovel.
Go on.
Then, barely a day after he's gone, Aldwin shows up like a winter wolf out of the fresh fallen snow, with the claim in his paws and sets up shop, pretty as you please.
Sounds like one man's misfortune is another's good fortune. What else do you know about it?
Well, I know Iden and the fool was a right enough fellow, but he had palsy so bad he couldn't even write his own name, much less a claim. That's even if he was in the know about his letters, which he wasn't.
Thanks, Amelia. You've been very helpful.
Okay, we learned something here. Let's look at the area map. Oh, the evening shade's up there. Temple of Ilmater we still have to explore. Let's come this way.
Is that all?
I guess up this way? It's a long way around. Let's come down here. We talk to Mirek. Gets cold and weird over in this area.
Done.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to try pickpocketing because I don't really have a great... Oh, I do have a good skill for it, but I take it, named people probably have more to pickpocket. Any Yetis over here? Oh. Clear out this map a bit. The Fog of War. Always a classic map type technique. How do I get to the evening shade? Up here? No. This is all just tree. How the heck do I get to the evening shade? Let's click up there and see where he goes. See where they go. Oh, up this little ramp. Nice, warm, safe place you've got up here at the top of this route here. It's pretty nice. Aldwin. He does have steps up. Let's go steps up first. Whoops.
Right then.
I'm here. Right.
We've got a studded necklace with Zyos gems. Aiden's legacy ring. The simple silver ring bears an inscription on the interior. It looks like the inscription was carved there by an expert silversmith. To the people of Kuldahar, should evening fall upon me and my life be no more, I leave the evening shade to you. Please take care of her as I did. Aiden, the last line of Kavon. Oh, really, Aldwin? You have a forged claim, it would seem.
I'm here. Watch me go.
I think we came up here first.
Is that all?
Let's quick save. Are you looking for a room or do you just want to let the chill in? I've got no room for stragglers. Show some corner, I'll show you the door.
You, Aldwin?
Yeah, maybe. Do I know you?
Amelia, the barmaid at the root cellar, mentioned you. She said you bought this inn from a man named Iden, before he vanished, that is.
Amelia, that dried-up serving wench with a voice like a harpy? Yeah, I know her, and she's right. I did buy this place from Iden, and I'm beginning to see why the old dodger wanted to sell this inn and vanish right quick.
Why?
Well, he stuck me with this hole and not much business to be had. Winter's choked off all the passes, so that means no caravans and no business. Hope old Iden got buried in a snowdrift or used as a chew bone by by an ogre. Huh. Anyway, the claim's mine, so I gotta make do.
Iden wrote the claim to you?
Yeah, written in pen and ink, legally binding, every I dotted, every T crossed for any fool to see. So?
Well, Iden had palsy, but you knew that, right? So if this claim was written to you, of course, assuming that Iden knew how to write, which he didn't, then the script would be hardly as perfectly written as you say.
Yeah, well, old Iden must have had someone write it for him then, because everything looks in order to me. It's not unheard of to have others write claims for you. All I know is this claim's mine. Now, do you want a room or no? If not, then get out.
I may leave in a bit. Just one other thing. I found Iden's ring upstairs.
What?
This ring has an inscription on the inside that looks like the real claim to this inn. Why would you be the only when this claim says different?
Oh, so now you've stooped to forcing your way into locked containers in people's houses, have you? Before you accuse me of doing anything wrong, maybe you should look to yourself. What are you doing breaking and entering?
Oh, so you knew it was locked upstairs.
No, I didn't know it was locked upstairs. Look, I don't have to explain anything.
You're right. I will take Iden's ring to the elders of the town and let them decide how to deal with this. Perhaps they could call in Iden's shade with the ring and speak to him about this. Justice must be served.
Look, hold on. Here's what happened. First off, I never laid a hand on Iden.
So Iden is dead.
Well, yeah, but it's not my fault. I come into the inn one night after barely making my way through Kuldahar Pass, see? And there he is, lying on the floor of the inn, cold as a stone. Now, I'd been through the pass before, even talked with the old fool a bit, and I knew he didn't have any family.
What did you do with the body?
There'd been rumors of people missing, so I buried the body outside of town, and then, well, I dug up some pen and ink and set up the claim. Granted, I stripped him of his belongings, and I should have thrown away that damn ring, but look, I'm not doing any harm. He didn't have any family, and this town needs an inn.
So why did you do it? You probably won't be able to sell this place, you know. The storm season closes off the caravan routes too often to turn any profit.
I know, it's just that, I don't know, I'm sick of traveling, and I suddenly got the urge to settle. Blame the halfling in me, I suppose. At least I didn't try to plant myself in some glorified mole burrow and smoke a stinkweed pipe until I die of boredom.
While it's good you didn't hurt Iden, you shouldn't have hid his body and falsified the claim. There were people here that probably knew him and cared for him, and they would have liked to have paid their respects. Besides, as Iden's ring states, the inn belongs to Kuldahar, not you. What you did was wrong.
Yeah, well, before you start getting any more preachy on me, seems that you need to stop your habit of breaking and entering. That stinks of a thief, and by my reckoning, that puts us about the same level.
Fair enough. Nonetheless, I want to speak to the town elders and let them know what you've done. If you don't, I will speak to them, and it will be worse for you in the long run.
Look, maybe what's to keep me from
getting out of town? Well, you won't get far. An avalanche has sealed off the pass, and plus there are raiders scouring the mountains. Just confess to the elders.
All right, damn it. I'll go talk to them. Now stop bothering me.
Good. Now I'm looking for a room. Can you help me? Okay, first I want to do some levels up. Maltisia leveled up. And she got Thako reduced by 1, 20 skill points, 5 hit points, 3 lore. Let's go 5 and hide in shadows. 5 find. 5 detect illusion. Wait, what did I do? I put 5 more in hide in shadows. I want to put it in pickpockets, but let's go move silently. Done. And Alton. Additional level 1 spell, 3 hit points, lore increased by 3. Let's go ahead and do the spells we don't
We want maybe charm person and 2 sleeps. And for you, everything is still the same. You have no spells. Alright, cool. Let's get a room for the night
Whatever
then.
you say.
Yeah, of course we've got space for such fine upstanding travelers such as yourself. By the way, I talked it over with the other folks in town like you asked, and they're willing to let the whole Iden thing slide, as long as I take a percentage out of my profits to help the town. Damn warm-blooded vampires. Good, I'd like to rest then. Noble, these rooms are of excellent quality at somewhat of reasonable price, and a definite luxury for those accustomed to sleeping under an open sky. None but the most pampered dandy would have complaints with these accommodations. Sounds good. Another friendly mouse. And we are set.
Aye.
Alright, seems we've explored everything, but who can work with the pelts? Oh, I can add an entry. Well, I'll remember to keep the Yeti pelts, but
Right then.
I didn't get a quest about finding Sheemish. Or any of the other people. And I didn't find the wizard. Where's the old wizard? Probably up here somewhere. Brother Gus. Cool.
Watch me go.
Welcome, friend. I am Brother Gus, faithful servant of Ilmater. Be at peace, for you're in the care of the one who endures. Has anyone ever told you look a lot like Brother Ferg, the priest outside? Yes, on numerous occasions. Not really much of a coincidence, considering that we are twins. Well, that explains it then. I was just curious. Yes, well, is there some way I may be of assistance to you, friend? Greetings, I'm in need of a healer. I was told to speak with a Sister Kaliana. Of course, revered Sister Kaliana is at prayer upon the altar. She is more than capable of tending to your wounds. She can offer what few curatives we have left in our humble temple. What few curatives you have? Don't tell me you're running out. I'm afraid so. The good people of Kuldahar have suffered greatly of late. In sharing their burdens, we have nearly exhausted our supply of potions and antidotes, though I hear tell that one might find such items elsewhere in town. Really? Where? The gnome Oswald Fiddlebender is known to dabble in alchemy. He lives in that contraption on the ridge above the temple. It is also rumored that Auric the mage possesses certain arcane items. He's a bit of a recluse, though. He lives in a small tower on the far side of town to the west. Thank you for the information. Farewell. Sister Kaliana. Greetings, friend. You are welcome in the house of the Bleeding Rose. May the healing hands of Ilmater lift your burdens and set your tortured soul at ease. Sister Kaliana, I presume. I was told you could provide the services of a healer. You have been informed correctly. As acting head of this temple, it is my privilege to bestow whatever aid I can upon those in need. No small task, I might add, with all the troubles that plague this town of late. Acting head of this temple, who is normally in charge? Up until a few weeks ago, revered Mother Eugenia presided over this house. Alas, she, like so many others in town, has gone missing and is presumed dead. Being the next highest ranking member of the clergy, I have assumed the duties of the head of this temple until either she or revered Brother Pokelin returns. You mean to tell me your head priest was abducted? Perhaps, we're not quite sure. She grew tired of standing by while the people around us were being snatched up in the night, so she decided to hold a midnight vigil on the outskirts of town in hopes that she too might share in the suffering of those taken. That was the last we saw of her. Her fate remains a mystery.
You mentioned a revered brother Poquelin. Who is he?
Revered brother Poquelin is a visiting senior priest of Ilmater. He passed through Kuldahar several days ago on a pilgrimage to the monastery of the Weeping Lilac in Bryn Shander. He traveled quite a ways, all the way from Cormyr, I believe is what he said. He must be one of those distant regions, for he bore a holy symbol of Ilmater that was unfamiliar to me. In any case, he promised to return with aid once he reached Bryn Shander. I hope he is all right.
How about that healing? What aid can you offer? That's fascinating.
Identify, cure, donation. Let's go ahead and sell this garnet gem. We only have the pearl in there. Go ahead and sell that. Arden's legacy ring. I don't know. You have potions of healing. Stone to flesh scroll, potion bag. Raise dead eventually. Let's go ahead and get another potion. Let's go ahead and get an antidote, which you can hold on to.
Not a problem.
Now we come up here. There's still two people to talk to, Auric and Fiddlebender. And we come over here. And then Fiddlebender's in a tower, or Auric's in a tower to the west. We have no money for his stuff anyway. Cows. Oh, here's the wrecked airship. Got cows outside.
Watch me go.
Oswald Fiddlebender.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you come in. What can I do for you? You the one they call Fiddlebender?
Of course. Introductions. How rude of me. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in my work. The name's Oswald. Oswald Fiddlebender.
What is this place?
Why, this ship is my home. At least it's been since I crashed here over a year ago. I know. She's not much to look at, but someday I'll have her back in one piece and in the air once more.
In the air? You mean this contraption can actually fly?
Of course it can, or at least it could once. You should have seen it. It was amazing. It was like sailing on a sea of clouds. She is my greatest invention yet, you know.
Flying boat, eh? That is truly amazing.
Glad you think so. I call it an airship. Isn't that wonderful? Airship, as in a ship that floats upon the air. Get it? It's really quite clever when you think about it.
Yes, clever. Why would you build such a strange device?
The passes through the spine of the world are fraught with many dangers. The caravans that travel between the Southlands and the 10 towns must have braved not only the treacherous terrain, but all the nasty creatures that inhabit it as well. I simply sought to find an alternate route through the mountains, or in this case, over them.
So how did you end up in Kuldahar?
Yes, well, that's an embarrassing story, rather. You see, when I attempted the crossing on the airship's maiden voyage, I was the only one on board. I had a bit of, trouble convincing anyone back in Bryn Shander to crew with me.
Go on, I'm listening.
Anyhow, I managed to get the ship airborne and was making excellent progress over the mountains. Really was a magnificent view. The billowing clouds, the snow-capped peaks that shimmered like diamonds in the sunlight. Guess I was so enamored by the beauty of it all that I didn't notice that outcropping of rock until it was too late.
You hit the mountain. What happened next?
Well, the collision ripped the bottom of the ship wide open. The steering mechanism was badly damaged and the ship began to lose altitude. I tried desperately to keep it aloft, but down we came, falling from the sky like a stone. It is by sheer luck that I crashed here in the town of Kuldahar.
Lucky indeed. Tell me, what is it you do here?
I'm an inventor of sorts. I make things that are meant to improve the lives of others, like the ship, for instance. I also dabble in alchemy. Would you care to sample some of the potions I've concocted?
Sure, what sort of potions do you have?
I have all kinds. Currently, I'm working on a special brew for the farmers of Kuldahar, something that will help protect their livestock from the bitter cold that seems to have settled upon the valley. Several farmers were kind enough to donate some cows to serve as test subjects for my experiments.
You're feeding experimental potions to these cows? Don't you think that's kind of cruel?
Nonsense, I would never hurt these animals. In fact, I've come to think of them as my friends. Besides, without my help, they would all freeze to death.
I see. Do you have any potions we might find useful?
Most certainly, I'd be more than happy to supply you with whatever potions you might need. At a fair price, of course.
Very well, let's see what you have.
Oh, your potions were cheaper. Probably because I'm a gnome, too.
Oh, you have good potions. You have real good potions, my goodness.
I could sell the mummy tea and grab... No. Not really. Nothing to grab. Alright then, is there any other area on this ship we can go? That would be it. So we've met Fiddlebender in his very cool air ship.
Right then.
Now we've got to go across town to the west. Up this way, maybe? No. Let's look at the map again. Let's turn on the area map background. Down here, maybe? There's a tower to the west. That goes out of town. Wait, does that go? Maybe that does go to his place. No.
Watch me go.
In a tower to the west. Wait, up here? Wow, what a spot. In we go. Weenog.
Hi.
Aye! Phew! No sneak up on Weenog like that.
I seek the mage called Auric. Or who are you?
Me Weenog, who are you?
I am Garrus Goodsmasher. I seek the mage called Auric. I was told this was his tower.
Yes, this home of the master. Weenog serves the master. Cleans tower, makes bed, cooks tasty food for the master.
I see. I wish to speak with Auric.
Master is in study, through the door. Go in if you want to speak with the master. Weenog not allowed in study. Master keeps powerful magics in there. Books, papered, and wizard things that Weenog not understand.
Thanks, Weenog. Farewell.
Auric the Grey.
Watch me go.
Well, now, what do we have here? It's been a long time since I've had guests. Welcome. My name is Auric. What brings you to my humble home?
I'd like to ask you some questions about disturbances in the past.
Ah, yes, the disturbances. I'm afraid I can't be of much help to you there. I'd rather leave this tower for any reason, you see. My studies prevent me from taking an active interest in the affairs of the people of Kuldahar. Their problems are no concern of mine.
But what about the balance? Surely you must see that what happens to the people of Kuldahar will affect you as well.
I see you've been talking to that old codger Arundel. The fool. I care not for his precious balance, or for seeking out his mysterious evil. All that matters to me is my work.
What is so important about your work?
Everything. Knowledge is the one true source of power in this universe. Everything else is fleeting. I've spent years collecting these tomes and scrolls you see before you. They are my life's work. Contained within these passages are clues that may one day unlock the mysteries of an ancient and nearly forgotten arcane lore.
Sort of arcane lore.
My studies revolve around the arcane lore that deals specifically with the creation of mythals. A mythal is a powerful elven enchantment that is essentially a weave of protective magic that can be cast over a vast area. I've discovered numerous historical accounts of elven mages laying such mythals over an entire city.
Interesting, tell me more.
The details of the accounts are vague at best. The mages of the old elven kingdoms vanished long ago, retreating to the safety and isolation of the Isle of Evermeet. Seems that all their written knowledge of mythal enchantment has vanished with them. For over a decade I have traveled the realm, searching for remnants of this forgotten lore. That is what brought me to Kuldahar.
You think the answers you seek are in Kuldahar?
Not exactly. While exploring the fabled ruins of Mithranor, I came across an old, tattered manuscript buried amid the rubble of an abandoned library. The manuscript made several references to an elven outpost located somewhere within the spine of the World Mountains. Naturally, I came here to find the settlement. Thus far, I've been unable to locate it.
Well, if I come across any elven ruins, I'll be sure to let you know.
I appreciate your interest. If by some miracle you find this elven outpost and happen upon any materials regarding mythals, please deliver them to me here. I'm willing to pay a handsome reward for such a service.
I'll remember that. Before I go, I'd like to purchase some spells.
I see. Well, you've come to the right place. I can certainly provide you with a number of useful spells for your spellbook. Of course, I'm only willing to offer you certain spells. I fear much of the knowledge I possess is beyond your comprehension. Perhaps in the future you may be worthy of such advanced knowledge.
Very well. What do you have to offer at the moment? A lot of good stuff. And a bag of holding. Scarab of Goodwill. I'm not going to check these because I don't have the money yet. But I do want to go check out those instruments.
Not a problem.
For my buddy Christian, who is interested in what the Enhanced Edition does for bards. And apparently it adds a lot of instruments and makes a lot more use out of bards, which is cool. But I want to go ahead and check those instruments to see what they do.
Done.
Okay, so we've got a Lyre of Progression for 11,000. The Lyre of Progression was created by the bard Sidini Paletto. Sidini was a teacher of young aspiring bards during difficult times. This instrument, held close at all times, helped Sidini fight off those who would attack him or his students. When Sidini grew old, he passed it on to his best student, Galwin Alamon. Galwin continued teaching for a few years before setting out into the wilderness on a life of adventure. It is believed that he lost the lyre when he accidentally dropped it in a marsh. Did I call it a lyre? Lyre. Equipped abilities. Held under the left arm, this instrument allows a bard to memorize 2 extra second-level spells and 1 extra third-level spell. Very nice. And the Bardic Horn of Valhalla. This horn was created by the respected bard of a now-dead Reghead barbarian tribe. The bard was called Beogen, and his songs are sung by many of the northern tribes. He carried this horn with him when he observed many titanic battles. The chief of the tribe gave him this instrument with instructions to blow it if he was ever in mortal danger. Beogen, too proud to ever call on his tribesmen for help, was killed in battle, the horn hidden under his cloak. Summon 2 to 4 berserkers once per day, range 20 feet, duration an hour. That is awesome. 2 to 4 berserkers. Sweet. Should I buy more throwing axes? I don't know. They're pretty heavy. Let's buy 10 more and see what happens. $380. How heavy are these Yeti pelts?
These thick pelts are valued for their incredible durability and warmth. Locals from the 10 towns pay good money for the pelts, as few would be so bold to hunt the Yeti in their homeland. Some of the Regheadman barbarians hunt Yeti as a rite of passage into manhood. 15 pounds. And this is 25 pounds. She's strong enough to carry it, though. Alright, that would about do it for Kuldahar. We stayed at the inn. Oh, do you have your spells memorized? These are memorized? Okay. And I wanted to see what rage and that did. How do I find that out? Oh, it's not in inventory, it's here. Alright, so you have an ability too I haven't been looking at, Kai. All successful attacks in the next 10 seconds deal max damage, which is, we have to use that once per day. Enraged. The character becomes enraged for 1 turn. While enraged, the character gains a bonus of +2 to its attack and damage rolls, as well as to its armor class. Becomes immune to charm, confusion, fear, feeble mind, hold, imprisonment, level drain, maze, stun, and sleep. Character also gains 15 temporary hit points, which are taken away at the end of the berserk spree, possibly knocking the character unconscious. After the effect ends, the character becomes winded, suffering a -2 to armor class, to hit rolls, and damage rolls. Enraged for 1 turn only? I've got to use that more tactically at the right time. And you can Boon of Lathander. Spell lasts 1 round per level of the caster, so 2 rounds. Gives the caster +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, +1 bonus to all saving throws, and 1 extra attack per round. It also protects the caster from level drain. That's cool. We could use that more. And Hold Undead. 2 rounds per level. This spell holds 1d4 enemies undead, creatures rigidly immobile. Specifically, it affects a target enemy and up to 3 hostile creatures within 10 feet of it. Successful save versus spell negates the effect. Paralyzed creatures are helpless and cannot dodge or defend themselves from attacks. Being held does not prevent the worsening of the subject's condition due to wounds. This is a very useful spell in pretty much every D&D game.
Ready.
Especially in the gold box games when I was playing Frua. It was a very useful and good spell because in Frua or in the gold box games, if you paralyze an enemy, you can coup de grace them and kill them in 1 hit. Alright, I guess we're setting out for the Veil of Shadows. Seems like we've done everything here that we can. I don't see any other possibilities. He didn't tell me about his... Oh, did I not go in here? Why is that door closed? Let's see if I went in here. Yeah, townsperson.
Not a problem.
Alright, let's see how long we've been playing. A quick save. 48 minutes. My gosh, the time just flies. So 2 whole episodes in Kuldahar. Next time, we will head out for the Veil of Shadows and get into some action and the combat variety. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying as well. If you're watching, I guess you are enjoying, so that's cool. This will be episode 7. Much love, peace, and joy, guys. And next time we head right out for the Veil of Shadows. It's going to be fun. Lots of undead. Attack them at range, like we were told to. It'll be good. So long, everybody.